Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to What's Map, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very, very welcome. Well, today we've got a map by one of the creators of one of the top 20 maps of the last 12 months as voted by you. And we now have evidence of this as well, because as of last night we have the second part of the Viewer's Choice Map of the Year. Yes, these are the top 20 maps as voted by you. Part 1 was positions 21 to 40. All 40 are great maps and you won't go wrong if you choose any of them really. But yes, that's now live on the channel. Coming live to the channel tonight at 6 PM, we've got a new series with a new game, and it fits perfectly with the aesthetic of the channel, which is map making. This game is Flowscape, if you can call it a game. It's a terrain creation software thing that it's really relaxing to play. I made this one in about half an hour. It's very, very beautiful and well worth watching. So 6 o'clock tonight UK time and every Monday onwards. Right, so we've got one little thing to do before we can crack on with the map review even. Yes, you know what's coming. It's time for your daily reminder. That's right, hit the like button, really does support the channel, gets me seen by more people and helps me go a little bit more every single day, so thank you very much for your support. Today's map is Greenway by Greyflame. Green and grey, and there's lots of browns and a bit of green and a little bit of blue, and hang on, no, this isn't a list of colours, is it? There's your start square, in the greenest part of all the Greenway. It's very green, very green indeed. Then we'll have a little look at the terrain heights. It's a shallow river valley with just some plateaus to build up into, very sweet. And the resources, there be ore in them, there are hills, and oil and fertile land if you want to use those as well in the valley. Down to the workshop, and it's a mass transit map. You will need mass transit for this one. There are a few things to subscribe to, about 9 things in the one-click collection. We'll be using the Stray Cats theme, Homecoming, and the Relight 2 Natural LUT. A few bits to read up on, including a bit of a background to the map, how you should play it, sort of thing. Is this a big city map? And the answer is, well, actually, you think it would be, but it's not. So we'll have a little look at that as we're going through the map. But we'll start off with, we've got an intersection right on the edge of the map here, just off from the fog. Have a little look at this one. Now, this one's a keys intersection. Reason being, if you come off of this intersection, and I do like this 3-lane road that goes across, splits nicely in the middle. So yeah, I do really like the traffic management with those 3-lane roads. But that road that heads off down ahead of us there goes parallel with our highway. That is a key intersection. We'll see why in a minute. We will see why. Come down here over this bridge across the river. Now the pillars aren't perfectly aligned on this one, but they are aligned perfectly with the river. So I'm happy to accept that. Very, very nicely done actually. So anyway, keep an eye on that road. Make sure it doesn't go anywhere, okay? It's very important. Very, very important. Speaking of roads, these two highways are going to merge together very smoothly and gently to become one little bridge across the railway there. And what's that? A rock on the line. Ooh, hang on. Let's have a little peer under here. No, can't see from here. Doesn't look it though, actually. No, it's paranoia. Just BonBonB paranoia. I think it's a shadow from the tree, actually. Can you keep your shadows off the line, please, Greyflame? You're triggering me. You're triggering me now. This is bad. We're down here. I'm going to find people finding ways to trigger me by putting things on the line that aren't real. What is going on with my life? Next intersection down. This is a smiley lips intersection, okay? Well, what do I mean by smiley lips intersection? If you come up here, have a look at this one. Look. It's a smiley kissy lips intersection. That's so pretty. Anyway, we come off of here and we've got quite a little zigzag bit going on here. Watch these trucks scrape by each other. Ooh, nasty. Anyway, across the level crossing here, and then off to this junction. You see a lot of traffic going on down here. There's a reason for this. There is a reason. That's an important intersection too, for reasons that will become apparent very shortly indeed. Heading up this way though, you'll get to the start square intersection, which is a roundabout. Okay, now this roundabout, very simple bit of detailing in the middle there. And if we have a little look at the road that comes off that way, it doesn't actually cross the river. Okay, we take a little left and we go into the start square. I'll have a little look in the start square, shall we? Because we know there's some sort of asset up here, isn't there? Shall we have a look? At today's asset of the day. Okay, pronunciation practice time. Oh, also, what's your Latin like, guys? I'll try and get in here and you have a little look at. I know the bottom line's the date, but the rest of it is yeah, a little bit beyond my basic grasp of Latin. We've got Chiesa della Trinita di Monti by Zarrix. I think I probably got della and die right, and the rest of it is probably shady to say the least. Also, if you recognise a little bit of a shade of Armesto going on here, Armesto's actually involved with Zarrix in the creation of this asset. And we'll have a little look in the courtyard as well while we're doing that. Factoids, because factoids. Charlie Chaplin was the first star to be signed for $1 million. Short one, so we can come down here and have a little look in the courtyard. Now, this is a fake floor courtyard. If we go down further, we will actually drop below the asset. So I'm going to try and hover just a little bit down here. But yes, it's nice to see inside the courtyard. That looks really good from above, of course. And some great aesthetics. But what does it look like with the lights off? Because we notice we've got a little light shining at that plaque. So there we go. That's what it looks like with the lights off. Looks pretty good. That light shining straight up. Be nice if it was shining on the plaque, but I guess you can't have everything. Personally, I think I would have moved that light a little bit closer to the wall, maybe. Possibly, I don't know. I got shocked by my own stinger there. Yeah, I don't make. Sorry about the cars going past my window. I don't make assets. I wish I had the skills. One day I might teach myself the skills. It's just finding the time. Yeah, I apologise for the traffic outside my window. If you hear anything, this is take 27 or something ridiculous, and I've just decided to give up. As every time I start, a motorbike or something hurtles by at high speed. No bridge here. Okay, just pointing that one out. Again, I don't have an issue with it because it could still be to be built, and it'd be really easy for you to build one as well in vanilla rules. But yes, I live very close to a busy road and also on a rat run as well. So we get traffic skipping by, trying to avoid. Oh, let me show you this as well. Again, road doesn't connect over there. We'll have a look at that in a minute as well. We've got a little bridge over here though. That's very sweet. Yes, yeah, so much traffic goes past my window, and it's one of these bits of roads that really doesn't encourage anybody with an engine to floor it. So you get your BMWs and your motorbikes just racing by, and then those, I know many of you would have heard sirens in the past as well. They haven't come to take me away. It's the main route into town, and it's also kind of like sort of semi-blind corner. So what then you have anything that's going to an emergency sets the sirens off just as they approach the corner. So cars coming from the opposite direction can be aware that they're coming. Which is a bit of a pain for me. Because I don't have double glazing, and at the moment I'm blinking warm and I'd like to have my window open. I've got the window shut so that at least we have some quiet. It's crazy out there, it really is. One of the reasons why I do a lot of narration at about 3 in the morning. But even then at 3 in the morning there's a lot of traffic out there as well. Anyway, we're now looking at the rail. You probably made that out. There's not too much to say about the rail. It's very flat, river valley, and so therefore everything is really smooth. We're going with rail along and through level crossings because this isn't intended to be a huge city map. We will cover that after the intermission, no doubt. It's a series of small towns, small settlements along the river, and maybe some ranches or whatever away and around the ore mining facilities and that kind of thing. I can see this map working quite well for that. But if you're looking to take this map on to build a big city, you could do it, but you're going to have to do a lot of infrastructure work, and you're going to be playing with custom assets, because I feel that this river, where the start square is not going to be strong enough. We will check this one out. But we have got the lake at the top end, so you'll be able to draw from the lake once you buy enough tiles to get down there. So if you're playing vanilla rules, it still does work, but you've got to actually do some planning to be able to get down to the area where the water is at its most available. Anyway, that's the end of the rail. Nothing wrong with the rail at all. And so it's time for a little intermission.
Are you worried that you aren't using all the best mods? And which ones best suit your needs anyway? Then you need the community voted top 10 mods of 2019. Click the information button now.
And so back to Greenway by Greyflame. Shipping routes. Well, there aren't any shipping routes because it's a poncy little river. Okay, so no, air routes, yes. Shipping routes, forget it. Forget it. Nah, no, move on. Water flow. Here's your poncy little river. This is about as strong as it gets. Okay, you see those arrows there? There's pretty. And now we're coming into that main lake. Now this is where I think you'd be drawing a lot of your water from. Once you expand out from the start square, then you go through this little thing here. I'm not quite sure what that is. We will check that one out in a minute. And then the river itself, you see there's barely an arrow down here. It's very weak, very shallow, but it is moving. We will show you that when we in a moment. Let's get down towards the start square. This is the start square. I think we're down roughly in the area. You can see it's moving. A little bit of trickle movement there. Where are we? Where is the start square? I don't know. It was down in that area somewhere, I think. Sorry, I'm losing myself here. The cars are really distracting me. Let's have a look away from the river valley. Now, there's very little going on up here in these areas. It's decidedly deliberately bleak, I feel. Yeah, there's not too much to say. We've got all these dirt roads. I don't know if these are like small settlements, like trailer parks or farms or something. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not really up with my backwaters of the United States environments, but that's what I suspect is going on down here. And then down in the valley, this is where everything is going to be built, I suspect. You've got this big old lake as well, and yeah, look down the detailing down around the lake. It's just very sweet. Not a lot of detailing on the map, but where there is detailing on the map, it is lovely indeed. A bit of the underwater foliage going on there. Now have a look at, is this some sort of lock or, I don't know, inlet or so? I'm not quite sure what this is. Again, using the bridge pillars, good use for the bridge pillars there to form an end to the vanilla key. Very smart bit of work that. I really do like that. Good sized lake there as well. Up here we've got a little bit more detailing, and this part of the river as well, just a little, it's quite shallow, so we've got, it does look very nice and swampy and sludgy in these kind of areas here. Good rock work as well. Greyflame doing what they do. Okay, so where there is detailing, it is very nice. Where there isn't detailing, it's kind of not bland and boring, but deliberately bland and boring. So that's good. Not what more to say about it really. No, just like this huge swathes of nothing. But I kind of guess that's what this area is like, isn't it? When the settlers first arrived there and looked out, and it was just like, grasslands and plains as far as you could see. Yeah, but I love the terrain work as well. Do you know what? I think we're getting to the point that I can ask you what your opinion of this particular map is. Is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your vote really does count, because Greyflame is already one of the top 20, well, one of the top 20 maps. Definitely not one of the top 20 creators. Probably one of the top 10 creators. We could argue over that. Maybe that's the next poll. Ooh, there's a challenge, eh? Anyways, that's where we are. Let's use this for a thumbnail. Let's wiggle over this way. There you go. It's more aesthetically pleasing, I feel. So aesthetically, there are some very nice areas on this map, but I can't quite squeeze a 4th star out of myself for it. I think it's a high 3. It's not. I think it's not designed to be an aesthetically stunning map, is it? But it's a high 3. Detailing. What detailing there is excellent, which is 4 stars, but there's really not that much of it, and so therefore I'm going to go low 4. It's very hard. You couldn't give it 5 stars for this, could you? No, low 4. Gameplay potential for what it's designed for. Yes, playable. For me, I think this is a once through gameplay. I was toying with bringing it down to 3 stars, but I think vanilla play, you come down and you unlock the lake. Yeah, I'm giving it 4 stars for gameplay. Because yeah, the vanilla players, you can come down, you can unlock the lake, and then you could do quite a large city build on here. But I can't quite give it the seal of approval. It just lacks a little something in my eyes for some players. Okay, so yeah, it's still a very good map. Don't get me wrong, still a very good map. Yeah, don't know what more to say really, apart from thanks for watching, for commenting, for liking, and for subscribing. Join me tomorrow for another map in the What's Map series. Join me tonight for Flowscape. Yes, that new terrain modifier thing that it's very hard to describe, but it's very pretty and very, very relaxing and enjoyable. And don't miss that thing from last night too. Thanks for watching.